Hey guys, it's Sarah and today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I have accumulated quite a few books this month and I thought I would just go ahead and share them with you. I do not plan on buying any more books for the rest of the month, but you never know what happens. Books get bought. Things happen. Oh, this is killing my head. I'm gonna have to take it out. I have bought books, enough books to last me a lifetime at this point, I think. No, but I've bought books at Amazon, and I also went to Barnes & Noble, one order of Book Outlet, one Book Depository order, and one Amazon UK order. So there is a ton of books here. Some of them you might have already seen. Some of them you might have already seen because I added them to my February TBR, so some of them you may have already seen, but I just kind of stacked them up, so I'm not going to show you them first or anything because they're pretty much all out of order. They're just all right here, and there's a lot. So let's just start. Okay, stop talking now. The first one that I want to show you guys is Into the Still Blue by Veronica Rossi. I got this book when it came out. I pre-ordered it, so I pre-ordered it even more than what I thought. Where was I? So I pre-ordered this book for when it came out because I was super excited about it. I love this series. It was so good. One of my absolute all-time favorites. I highly recommend the Under the Never Sky trilogy. It's so amazing. And there is going to be a live show of a couple of booktubers and I talking about this book. We haven't figured out a date yet, but when we do, there will be an announcement. And some of the booktubers, I think I have all of them in my head. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm not going to tell you who they all are, but I will link all of their channels down below so you can check them out and so you can figure out, you know, when the live show is, because it'll be announced on all of our channels, I promise. But anyways, I've already read this book and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars and I loved it. The next book that I have on my pile of books is my Favorite Mistake. This is a new adult novel that I really enjoyed when I read it. I read it on my Kindle a couple of months back, way back in the summer or even before the summer started, I think, and I wanted to pick it up because I won the sequel, My Sweetest Escape, in a Goodreads giveaway. So I wanted to have them both because I know I really enjoyed the first one and I was so excited that I got this one. It just came out on the 28th of January. Yeah, I wanted to have them both so I could reread them and enjoy them, and I'm excited to get into the My Sweetest Escape. Even though I've heard not very many good things on Goodreads about it, but I'm staying optimistic. The next book that I picked up was a sequel, and that is Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. This is the sequel to Shadow and Bone. I'll probably be reading this with Jordan again because we have talked about it, and I just decided when I was at Barnes & Noble I would go ahead and pick it up, and that's what I did, and I can't wait to read it. I really enjoyed Shadow and Bone a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I will link my review of it down below. Next one is another one I also got at Barnes & Noble, and that is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. Seen a lot of hype about it, curious about it. I love Beauty and the Beast. Thought I would pick it up and go ahead and see my thoughts on it. Okay. Another one I got at Barnes & Noble was Splintered by A.G. Howard. I've had my eye on this book for a long time. I think it's a beautiful cover and the concept seems really good. I love Alice in Wonderland. I absolutely love Alice in Wonderland, and I love the cover of the second book as well, and everything is just pulling me into the series, and I hope it's not a disappointment. Even if it is, this is a beautiful cover. It is also signed. Show you the signature. So that's pretty cool, and when I saw it I couldn't leave without it, so you know. The next one I got is one that I've already read. Well, I listened to, and that is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. I've had my eye on this cover of this book, so when I saw it at Barnes & Noble I just had to get it. I really enjoyed this story. It was so good. I listened to it on Audible. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was the best audiobook ever. Even though it's the only one I finished on Audible right now, but I really enjoyed it. And if you have the chance to either read it or listen to it, I recommend you listen to it because Neil Gaiman narrates it himself and it's just amazing. His writing is amazing, world building was amazing, and I really enjoyed this story. And I'm glad I picked it up in physical form. It also has pictures, which is super cool. Moving on. The next book that I got at Barnes & Noble, these are all pretty much in order for Barnes & Noble, which is sweet. There's I think, yeah, okay. Anyways, the next one I got was Altered by Jennifer Rush. I've heard a lot of good reviews about this book and I was curious about it. It's about I don't know, it's about like Hawkeyes and science testing or something like that. And they have the sequel to this book as well there. It just came out recently and I was gonna pick it up but I didn't because I wasn't sure how I was going to like this book, so I'm gonna give this a try and then probably pick up the sequel. We'll see how I like it. I think this is the last one I got at Barnes & Noble and that is Birthright by Kate Turner. Kate Turner is one of my favorite authors. She wrote the Sweep series and I really enjoyed that series and I have whoops, I just hit the camera. I have enjoyed a lot of the books that I've read by her that's not connected to the Sweep series, so I'm excited to see how I enjoyed this one as well. I'm curious. The next book that I got is from Book Outlet, and I am going to be reading this book along with a couple of booktubers. I think it is Magnificent Books, Bookish and Nerdy, and Bookadoodles. I think we're all four going to read this book together in the middle of February, and that is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. I've wanted to pick up this book for some time now and it looks so good. I'm really engrossed in fantasy right now. I'm really enjoying the fantasy genre and so I cannot wait to read this. I've heard great things about it and I'm hoping I really enjoy it. And I'm excited to read it with all those amazing booktubers. I'll link all of their channels down below too because they deserve for you to check them out because they're awesome. Okay, the next one that I got is another one from Book Outlet, and that is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. I finished Cinder way back in December. Wow, that almost rhymed. And I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to pick up Scarlet because Red Riding Hood. I've heard great things about this one. I've heard that this one is even better than the first one, and I enjoyed the first one. It wasn't my absolute favorite, but I enjoyed it, and if you want to see more of my thoughts on Cinder, I'll link that down below as well. But I enjoyed it and I wanted to pick it up. And also, you know what's coming next, right? I picked up Cress, which is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles. And I pre-ordered this and I just picked it up so that way I had them all. And they were perfectly aligned on my shelves. They're so beautiful. So another one that I pre-ordered was Alienated by Melissa Landers, and I pre-ordered this book because she had a deal that if you pre-ordered it, she would send you some book swag and also a signed book plate. And so I have been seeing this on NetGalley for some months now, and I was curious about it, and the cover is freaking amazing. It's blurred by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's about aliens and hot guys, and I thought I would go ahead and pre-order it because number one, I get the book plate, and number two, I was excited about it. The next pre-order that I pre-ordered was Be With Me by Jennifer L. Armentrout. That was apropos. This is the sequel in the companion series of Wait For You, and I think it's called With You, I think, or With Me, or With Series, or I can't remember. There's a name for this series, but I can't remember. This is about two of the secondary characters from Wait For You, and I'm curious about how their story plays out. I've not heard really good things about this, but maybe because people were expecting to be as good as Wait For You, that's why they didn't like it, and maybe I won't have that problem. We'll see. The last one that I pre-ordered is one that I'm excited about. I forgot another one. The next two that I pre-ordered kind of go hand in hand. I got the Untie Me Bind Up by Tahara Mafi, and then also Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. I was waiting on these two releases to finish the series, so that way I didn't have to wait, and I only read Shatter Me in December, and so I didn't want to buy the novella on my Kindle when I could just go ahead and buy it in physical form. So that's what I did, and I really enjoyed it, as you can tell. I've just read Destroy Me right now, and it did destroy me, and I can't wait to read Unravel Me, which I'm planning on reading this month. So yay! We're halfway done. The next couple of books are some romance novels that I picked up that I am curious about. I don't know. The first one is Forever My Girl by Heidi McLaughlin. I started this and I didn't like it, but I think I'm going to push myself to read it because there are multiple books in this series, I think. But I think I'm going to give this a try. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it. I don't know. The next one I got is Sweet Thing by Renee Carlino. I saw this on Hannah's channel, Bookworms Talk. Bookworms Talk. She really loves this book, and we kind of have a similar taste in books, or she reads a lot of romance, so I thought I would just give it a try. I think this is an adult novel. I'm not sure how sexy times it is, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a review on it. The last one on here is just a whim, a book that I bought on a whim. I have seen this book around for a while, and the only reason why I didn't pick it up, well, there's a couple of reasons why I didn't pick it up, and now I've heard a couple of things after I already picked it up that people didn't really enjoy it, but I'll give it a shot, and that's Rush by Maya Banks. I have read Maya Banks before, and I didn't really enjoy her stories, but maybe this one will be different. This one has it's an adult novel, and it has the same content as 50 Shades of Grey or BDSM, if that means anything to you, and it's a little on that kind of genre, so we'll see how I like it. I don't know. Alright, let's get back to the book outlet stuff. The next one I bought at Book Outlet was Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I bought this strictly because of Bookish and Nerdy. Julian raved about this, and it sounds really interesting. It's about Peter Pan, which I didn't know about. I've heard of this book, but I didn't know it was about Peter Pan, and that was kind of like, oh, I might as well give it a shot, because I know I like Peter Pan and retellings. Just, that's kind of the theme for this month, right? Sequels and retelling. But Julian really enjoyed it, and she did a review on it, and she made me buy it. The next one I got at Book Outlet was Collateral by Ellen Hopkins. This is an adult novel by her. It's like a military adult like marriage thing, and it's told in verse still, so that's interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be this large. It's a pretty large book. It's on the larger side of the hardbacks. If you've read Ellen Hopkins before, you know her books are usually like half this size. I'm excited to get into it. I have read a couple of books by Ellen Hopkins, and I loved them. They're so heartbreaking and amazing. I wanted to see how she wrote adult books. That's why I got it, duh. The last one that I purchased at Book Outlet was Bewitching by Alex Flynn. This is, I don't even know what it is, I just got it on a whim. I haven't read anything by Alex Flynn. I don't know if you have to read her books in a series or whatever, but I know she does retellings, and hopefully I really enjoy it. I hope so. We're on the last pile. The next couple of books I got are from Book Depository and Amazon UK, so they're kind of in the same area, so I just left them to last. The first two I got, I also didn't realize how small they were going to be, so it kind of irritates me, but at the same time, it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. But I got some Shakespeare books with these amazing covers. My dog is going to start barking. Shakespeare Sonnets and Midsummer Night's Dream. I've been wanting to read A Midsummer Night's Dream for a long time, and I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up, and then I found this beautiful copy of Shakespeare Sonnets. This one that I got at Book Depository is one that I've been wanting for a long time, and I wanted it in a different cover. I don't know, I'm kind of having this thing where I've been like really selective on my covers lately, and it's kind of annoying, but I don't know. It's The Help by Catherine Stockett, and I found this beautiful cover on Book Depository. It's so freaking pretty, and the spine is amazing. I love the spine. This is my favorite spine ever. I think it's so pretty, and I love this movie. I absolutely adore this movie, and I heard that if you like the movie, you'll love the book even more, so I'm excited to get into it, and I can't wait to read it. The next one that I got is another classic, and that is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I found this cool penguin cover, even though it feels, oh my god, it's way too soft. Ugh, I hate it, but you know. I've tried reading this book when I was in high school, and I couldn't get into it, and I think it's just because I wasn't really in the mood for a classic. I bought it. Alright, oh god. We're almost done, we're almost done. The last book that I got at Book Depository was The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. I want to read a little bit of pirate fantasy. If you have any suggestions for pirate fantasy, please let me know down below, because I kind of am interested in it, and I want to read some pirate fantasy. I don't know. Book Fanatics told me on Twitter that she really enjoyed this book, and so I thought I would go ahead and pick it up since I was already on Book Depository. It's got an amazing cover, and I've heard great things. I'm excited to get into it. The last three books I got are all by the same author, and I got them all on Amazon UK for a specific reason. Obviously, just probably because I said that, you probably already know what they are, but the first one is Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. This is the epilogue, or like a continuation, kind of. It's hard to explain. My brother can explain it way better, but he says this one is the one that you read. It's based in the same world as the Mistborn trilogy, but it's read after, and it's like different time. It's just like an epilogue, kind of. And I wanted to get it in the same cover because I got the UK editions of Mistborn. And while I was doing that, I saw the rest of Brandon Sanderson's beautiful covers, and I was like, you might as well just get all of Brandon Sanderson's books in these covers, so that way they all match on your shelf, they're all the same size, they're all pretty, and it works. So that's what I did, kind of. I made a little bit of a dent. The first one is The Way of Kings Part 1. This is an epic fantasy, so it's a more adult epic fantasy, and I thought I'd go ahead and try it out. My brother said this one is really like fantasy. He said that it'll be hard for me to read. He thinks it'll be hard, so we'll see. My brother has read all of Brandon Sanderson's books, that's why I keep mentioning him. Brandon Sanderson is his favorite author, so like whenever I have any questions, I just ask him, you know? Okay, anyways. The next one I got is Steelheart, or this is the last book that I bought, thank God. It is Steelheart, and I've heard so many good things about this recently on BookTube, and my brother said that this is a really good one to get into if you just want to start reading Brandon Sanderson books, and obviously I've already started reading them, but you understand my gist. I thought I'd just go ahead and pick it up because I want to read it, and I want to read it soon, and I'm excited to get my hands on it. Well, I already have my hands on it, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You get it. Alright guys, you said you wanted one big book haul, so I delivered with one big book haul. That was a freaking huge book haul. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm moving and now I have to put all of these extra books in boxes, and it's just, it's overwhelming. But that's okay. All books are good books. I'm stretching. So yeah, let's just, okay, we're gonna end it here. Let me know if you guys want any reviews on any of these books. I will gladly do that for you. I think that's it. I'm signing off now, done talking. Let me know if you're gonna pick up any of these books so that way we can like geek out about them, because I'm in the mood to geek out about books. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!